Hi everyone, look at me, I'm a mess. I've just on stage and look at me. What happened? It looks like the doctor in that Boom episode when he stepped in the mine and survived. I didn't. We're just gonna fix this real quick. Oh, I just love having long hair. This is just not painful at all. Yeah, I'm loving that. Let's say goodbye to a few hairs. Oh well. Should I model? Look at that. I'm currently quite tired. It's the end of a stage day, so if I'm speaking a bit slower and I'm having to pause a bit more than normal, that's why. But I just, out of the kindness of my heart, decided to make you a video. And if you're gonna complain about, I just slapped my thumb. If you're gonna complain about me slapping the desk by mistake, that's your problem. If you're gonna complain about me not being at 100%, it's your problem. Just get out. I'm doing a new strategy at the moment where I'm looking into my past for the past journeys. Like one being, me being in this new house now, me just going back into my memories and remembering what did I feel before moving, and like the way I thought, the way I believed, the journey I went on. It can be so easy to fall in this trap where you just forget all that and just have all of this kind of like ordinary stuff every day. Like, oh, this is life now. You forget that this stuff has value. Everything around you has value, in the physical at least. I don't want to say like all the stuff in your mind has value and has weight, because it doesn't. There's no point getting attached to something like that if it doesn't have weight or value yet. Then it comes into your life and you're like, okay. If you're having relationship issues or something like that, the idea is to literally just be calm and just let it play out, and just realize that everything outside of you is literally just a reflection of what's within. Either that or you're being built up to handle something even cooler. So don't get so stressed, don't get so angry. Although channeling that kind of energy, negative energy, will help you in the long run, because if your mind is just almost exploding from like holding all this negative energy in, you don't have room for all these manifests to come in. So feel it. We're not doing a toxic positivity journey here. If I want to go on a trip down memory lane and just really provide context to my current circumstances to make myself feel as happy as I can, I could, for instance, I used to be 16 stone 4, to make it easier on you all, at 228 pounds. I think my lowest recorded recently, I say recently, probably not. I think I got down, accidentally might I add. I didn't realise that I would actually be losing weight. I was trying to maintain my weight. I got to 11 stone 10. That is, I didn't even think that was possible. And yet I went on the scales with a good mood, might I add. The good mood is basically vital for success. If you were checking the state of things in a bad mood, you will get a bad outcome, so be careful of that. I would guess I'm about 12, 13 stone now. I don't know, I haven't weighed myself in a very long time. I used to use this as kind of like a guide for my progress, but not anymore. I just do it by looks now. I'm currently losing weight because, I want to see if my six-pack is visible this time round. And, it's inevitable. It is. I haven't had a moment where I literally just stuffed my face with as much food as I could in the day. I haven't done that in years, and I'm very proud that I've managed to make this kind of progress, because it can be very easy to forget the progress you've made. If we go to the journey of me getting to this new house, I feel back in the old home, I would be so stressed. Like, seriously. There was so much chaos at the time. Basically, my little brother Luke, I love him, but he can be a pain quite a lot when we're trying to sleep. He just stays up and makes a load of noise. And he was literally underneath my room every single night. I managed to deal with that. The universe built me up so strong that, that wasn't even a challenge anymore. But, it's just so nice to be in a house like this one. I just lie down, dead silence. It's so nice that this house reflects who I am, finally. I think what also helped is I had this kind of backup where if I got too stressed, I could go outside into one of the cars that we had. I know I'm rich. I think I only ever did it a couple times. And yeah, it just sort of helps the situation to realize you're not trapped. That at any time you get too stressed or you want to go to a place which is quieter, I can just leave the house, go into one of the cars, and it was quite peaceful apart from, every other noise. And I remember literally being in the car and hearing Luke still. Like, he was out in the garden just screaming at the top of his lungs. So, it's not really surprising, but, maybe I was a bit trapped. But, it feels so nice to be free of that. I love Luke, but he can be a pain. But, most of the time, might I add, he's well behaved. It's just on those rare occasions where he's having a meltdown, you really can't escape it. But it's not just Luke. Literally, it's within me. I was feeling all this chaos within me, attracting all of this external to reflect that. And I found myself, even in that old house, when I was doing this work within me, just becoming much more calm and knowing that everything works in my favour. It just had an effect. Even the old house got so much calmer. And I had moments, I think there was a video I did where I showed just dead silence. It was so peaceful. You don't have to change the external. You just change within and the external changes with you. That is how life works. That's the law of assumption. And it can be done for anything pretty much. If I'm bringing up a few current manifests, my whole Doctor Who missing episodes journey, can't wait for that. But, I've pretty much detached, really. I realised that these things hold basically no weight that they're gone. Like, oh no, everything's gone, we have to get them back. There's no value to them until they turn up, I suppose. But even then, I found myself doing this thing where, I get something and then I'm suddenly really intrigued with that story. I pay attention, a little too much attention, and I end up preventing more. So basically, I need to steer clear away from the updates until they actually turn up. So, it's just one of those things that is on the back of my mind that can happen at any time. So it's not a big deal at all. I know I've gone on this journey where I was literally miserable at times, thinking about these being gone. And although I've had basically 0 episodes turn up in this time, I don't mind. That's the difference. The difference that I'm getting so good at detachment that I am literally breaking apart reality. The universe moves mountains for you when you can hit the right frequency. The other one, if you've been watching my videos, you'll already know this. I've been trying to attract my soulmate because, I feel like, maybe not everyone, but I just feel I'm meant to be with someone eventually. Just having the chemistry between us, being able to sing and dance on stage across the UK, perhaps even across the world, it would just be, it sounds so much fun, and yet it just hasn't happened. I'm pretty much detached, but the detachment for this one is definitely more difficult than, the missing Doctor Who episodes, because, that's just kind of like this digital thing or like physical DVD, I don't know. But you know, it's just every day I live a single life, which is also good. But you know, this whole soulmate story, I feel, has a much bigger impact than, you know, just being able to watch a couple episodes every now and then. No, she's in my life pretty much permanently. I hope permanently, because, you know, if she just leaves me flipping 2 years in, that would I shouldn't jinx it. That can't happen, surely not. Even if it did, I would know that I would be able to get her back, because that's how the law of assumption works. You see, this is why I haven't been rushed into a relationship. I've been given all of the secrets and how to stay calm in pretty much any situation. And so that when things go wrong, I'm like, oh well. I know that's just either a reflection of what was in my mind at a certain point in time, or it's just a test. It's just nice living this kind of life with that mindset. It just makes it kind of a game, but also I'm just not stressed at all. It's therapeutic, really, to know that the universe has your back and everything works in your favour. Anyways, if you got this far, put catapult in the comments. I've literally caught my hair and that, but you know, we'll move on. Anyways, also, if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, I love you all. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.